Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This will be the first video I'll be posting on my YouTube channel, and this is as a result of demand from my students over the years for the need to come use this particular channel to see how we can carry everybody along. And my name is Yukwabs P. Yukwab. I teach with the Department of Sociology, Federal University Lokoja. I teach courses like Introduction to Sociology, Research, Models, Sociological Analysis, and arrays of other courses. Like I said earlier on, this channel is meant for students who are studying sociology, whether in Federal University Lokoja and all over the world. And so from time to time, I will be dropping some videos on some of the topics, especially topics that students have asked me to do so that it can help facilitate their learning or our learning. And so please feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I would appreciate that support as we see how we can disseminate information, and then most especially sociology to everyone who wants knowledge. And so today I will be doing something so very brief. I think some of my students met me and said I should help them clarify some concepts, some basic concepts in culture. So as we all know, culture is just the way of life of the people. Like a scholar called E.B. Tylor, he said culture is knowledge, is belief, is morals, is arts, and every other thing that an individual is able to learn as a member of a society. So culture is everything, both how we speak, how we eat, how we talk, everything is about culture, because culture encompasses everything. It is just our way of life. And that's why we have material and non-material aspect of culture, like symbols, like language, and then we have the clothes we wear, how we farm, and some of those tools that we use as member of a particular culture. And so I'll just briefly quickly look at some few concepts. One, the concept of cultural relativism. When we say cultural relativism, we are trying to say culture varies. There's no one, there are culture are not the same, kind of. So culture is relative. What it means is that culture varies from place to place, and then culture also changes over time. There's this popular saying that one man's food is another man's poison. So what an Igala man may refer to or may see as food, a Kuteb man may not see it as food. What an Igbo man may regard as food, a Hausa man may not see it as food. And so that's what we refer to as cultural relativism. It means culture is not, it differs from place to place. And then culture also changes over time. And so when you hear cultural relativism, it means culture is not similar. Culture differs from place to place. We also have the concept of ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism simply means when you use your culture as a yardstick, to judge other people's culture, and then you see their culture as being inferior. When you see their culture as, you use your own culture as a standard, as a yardstick, as a scale to measure other people's culture, and then you begin to stereotype, you carry some prejudices, some emotions, and then you feel that, this culture is terrible. You feel, since in your culture, Gari is the swallow you have, so every culture should have Gari as the standard. And so when you find people who tell you that, in my culture, we don't take Gari, instead we take apple, you're like, So when you feel your culture is a yardstick, is the standard, is the scale, so you are doing what we call ethnocentrism. And then next, I will be looking at the concept of xenocentrism. Or xenocentrism. Xenocentrism, simply, put, is when you feel your culture is inferior. It is the opposite of ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism is when you feel your culture is superior, while xenocentrism is when you feel your culture is inferior. You know, when you come across a culture and you feel, these people's way of life is more superior to my own. So that is what we refer to as xenocentrism. And then there's what we call culture shock. Culture shock is when you come across a culture that is strange. So we call it culture shock. Imagine somebody maybe from a part of Nigeria where they don't eat pork. You know pork meat. You don't eat pork. So you go to a place where maybe and then you are like, so you eat pork, or maybe you are coming from a culture where they don't eat beef, and then